One name, one mistake, and his life is in great danger. This is the story of Harry Potter's most dangerous year. Hello, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we talk about Book 4, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This is a simple story for everyone. I will use easy words, no difficult words. Let's read this story together. Part 1. The Riddle House and the Dream. Our story starts in a quiet small village. On a hill, there is a big and very old house. The people in the village do not like this house. They think it is bad. They call it the Riddle House. Many years ago, something bad happened to the family who lived there. A man lives in the village. His name is Frank Bryce. He is old and his leg hurts when he walks. Frank is the gardener for the big house, but no one lives there now. He only takes care of the garden. One summer night, Frank cannot sleep. He looks out his window. He sees a light in one window of the big house. This is very strange. The house is empty. Who is inside? Frank is a brave man. He puts on his coat and walks to the big house. His leg hurts, but he continues. The back door is open a little. Frank goes inside. The house is dark. Frank walks slowly. Then he hears voices from a room. He goes closer and listens at the door. He hears two men talking. The first voice is high, cold, and has no love. It says, "My servant has a plan. Soon I will have the boy. The boy must die." The second voice is soft and scared. It says, "Yes, master, a good plan." Frank understands. These men are talking about killing a boy. He is scared. He wants to go and call the police, but his bad leg moves and makes a noise on the floor. Suddenly, the door opens. A small, thin man with wet eyes looks at Frank. This is Wormtail. Behind him, in a chair, is a shadow. It has red eyes. This is Lord Voldemort. Voldemort looks at Frank. He says, "You heard our talk. That is bad for you." Frank tries to speak, but no words come out. Voldemort takes his wand. He says a bad spell, Avada Kedavra. A bright green light fills the room. It hits Frank in the chest. Frank falls to the floor. He is dead. At the same moment, in a different town, a boy wakes up. His name is Harry Potter. He is in his small bedroom. He is breathing fast. His face is wet. He had a bad dream. In the dream, he was the old man. He saw the big house. He heard the cold voice. He felt the old man's fear. Then he saw the green light. Now he is awake. His head hurts. The pain is on his forehead, in his scar. His scar is from Voldemort. It hurts when Voldemort is close, or when he is very angry. Harry turns on his light. It is very early. The house is quiet. His family is asleep. Harry knows this was not a normal dream. It was real. Voldemort is back. He killed a man. He has a helper, and he has a plan to kill the boy. Harry knows the boy is him. He finds paper and a pen. He writes a letter to his godfather, Sirius Black. "Dear Sirius, I had a very bad dream. It was real. I saw Voldemort. He was in an old house with a man. He killed an old gardener. My scar hurt a lot. Voldemort has a plan. He wants to kill a boy. I think it is me. I am scared. When can I leave this house? Please write back soon. From Harry." He puts down his pen. He looks out the window. The sky is still dark. He cannot sleep. He waits for the morning light. He knows a difficult time is starting. He needs his friends. He needs to be at Hogwarts, his school. Part 2. The Portkey and the Quidditch World Cup. A few weeks after his bad dream, Harry is still at the Dursleys' house. He is waiting for his friends. He is also waiting for a letter from Sirius. He feels alone and a little scared. One morning, a big owl comes to his window. It brings a letter. The letter is not from Sirius. It is from the Weasley family. His friend Ron writes, "We are coming to get you tomorrow. We are going to the Quidditch World Cup. Be ready at 5 o'clock. Do not eat breakfast." Harry is very happy. He loves Quidditch. This is very exciting news. The next day, he wakes up early. He is ready at 5 o'clock. He waits in his room. Suddenly, he hears a loud noise outside his window. He looks out. Ron Weasley and his brothers, Fred and George, are there. They are not on the street. They are in the air. They are flying a small blue car. It is Mr. Weasley's old Ford Anglia. "Harry, come on," Ron says from the car window. Harry quickly takes his bag. He climbs out of the window and gets into the car. It is very full. Hermione Granger is also there. She smiles at Harry. Fred and George are in the front seats. They fly for a short time. Then they land in a field. Mr. and Mrs. Weasley are waiting there. With them are Ron's little sister Ginny and their oldest brother, Bill. "Hello, Harry," Mr. Weasley says happily. "Ready for an adventure?" In the middle of the field, there is an old, dirty boot. Mr. Weasley points to it. "This is our portkey," he says. "At 7 o'clock, it will take us to the World Cup. Everyone, touch the boot." They all stand around the old boot. Harry puts his finger on it. He feels the boot move. Then a strong force pulls him. It feels like a hook behind his stomach. Everything spins. He cannot see clearly. Then his feet hit the ground. He falls on soft grass. They are on a big hill. In front of them are hundreds of strange tents. Some are normal. Some are like small castles. One looks like a gold pyramid. This is the campsite for the Quidditch World Cup. A man in a suit runs to them. He is very angry. He shouts at Mr. Weasley. "Arthur, what is this? A Muggle car in the air? You must be careful. This is Mr. Crouch from the Ministry of Magic." He is an important man. He walks away, looking very cross. Mr. Weasley finds their tent. It looks small from outside, but inside it is big and has many rooms. They put their bags down. "Now," says Mr. Weasley, his eyes shining. "Now," says Mr. Weasley, his eyes shining. "Who wants to go and see the teams?" They all walk to the Quidditch field. It is huge. There are seats for 100,000 witches and wizards. High above the field, big gold letters say, "The Quidditch World Cup, Ireland versus Bulgaria." They find their seats. The air is full of noise and magic. People are singing, selling flags, and laughing. Then the game begins. It is fast and exciting. The players fly like birds. The chasers throw the quaffle. The beaters hit the bludgers. Harry watches Victor Krum, the Bulgarian seeker. He is young, but very, very good. He flies like he is falling, but it is a trick. The game goes on for hours. Ireland scores many goals. But then Krum sees the golden snitch. He dives. The Irish seeker dives after him. They fly very fast towards the ground. At the last second, Krum catches the snitch. The crowd makes a loud noise. But Bulgaria caught the snitch, and Ireland won the game. Krum caught the snitch to end the game with honor. because his team was losing badly. Ireland wins the World Cup. After the game, everyone is happy. They walk back to the tents, singing Irish songs. They go to sleep in the big tent, very tired, but smiling. In the middle of the night, Harry wakes up. He hears loud noises outside, shouts, laughs, but the laughs are not happy. They are bad and cruel. He looks out of the tent. He sees people in black robes and masks. They are walking through the campsite. They are using their wands to make fire. They are making the tents fly and fall. These are the Death Eaters, Voldemort's followers. They are here to make trouble and fear. Ron, Hermione, wake up, Harry says. We must run. They run into the dark forest with the Weasleys. It is scary. They hear more shouts. Then they see a very bad thing. High in the sky, a big green light forms a skull. A snake comes from the skull's mouth. This is the dark mark. It is Voldemort's sign. It means he is near, or his followers are here. Ministry wizards run into the forest. They are angry and afraid. They find Winky, a house elf, on the ground. She is holding a wand. It is Harry's wand. He lost it when they were running. Mr. Crouch is very angry with Winky. He says she made the dark mark, but Winky cries and says she did not do it. Mr. Crouch says she must go. He fires her. Winky cries very hard. The happy night is over. Everyone goes back to their tents. But they are not happy now. They are afraid. Harry knows the green skull in the sky is connected to his dream. Voldemort's power is growing. The bad times are really starting. Part 3. Back to Hogwarts and the Goblet of Fire. The morning after the World Cup, everyone is quiet. The happy feeling is gone. Harry, Ron, and Hermione go back to the burrow, the Weasleys' house. It is a funny, tall house. Harry feels safe here. A few days later, they get ready for school. They take the train from King's Cross Station. On the train, they meet an old friend. His name is Neville Longbottom. They also meet a new teacher. His name is Professor Alistair Moody. He looks strange. He has a false leg and a magical blue eye that can see through walls. He is the new defense against the dark arts teacher. The train arrives at Hogsmeade Station. First-year students go in boats. Harry and his friends take the carriages. The carriages are pulled by strange, invisible horses. Only some people can see them. Harry can see them. They are very thin and have wings. This makes him feel a little sad. They arrive at Hogwarts Castle. It is big and warm and full of light. They go into the Great Hall for the start of term feast. The ceiling looks like the night sky. Hundreds of candles float in the air. Professor Dumbledore stands up to speak. He says 2 important things. First, he says the Quidditch Cup is canceled this year. Ron looks very sad. Harry cannot believe it. Quidditch is his favorite thing. But then Dumbledore says the second thing. This year, he says, we will have the Triwizard Tournament. The students are all talking. What is the Triwizard Tournament? Dumbledore explains. It is a very old competition between 3 magic schools. The other schools are Beauxbatons from France and Durmstrang from somewhere in the north. 1 champion from each school will compete in 3 dangerous tasks. The winner gets the Triwizard Cup and a lot of money. But, Dumbledore says, and his face becomes serious, this tournament is very dangerous. Students have died in the past. So, a new rule. Only students who are 17 years old or older can put their names in. Fred and George Weasley are very upset. They are only 16. That's not fair, they say. The next evening, the other schools arrive. The Beauxbatons students come in a big blue carriage pulled by giant flying horses. Their headmistress is a very tall woman named Madame Maxime. The Durmstrang students come from under the lake in a magical ship. Their headmaster is a man with a short, gray beard named Igor Karkaroff. With him is a famous Quidditch player, Victor Krum. The students from Hogwarts are very excited to see him. Dumbledore shows everyone a big wooden cup. It is full of blue and white fire. This is the Goblet of Fire. Students who want to be champions must write their name and school on a paper and put it in the goblet. It will choose one champion from each school. For the next week, the goblet sits in the entrance hall. Many older students put their names in. Fred and George Weasley tried to trick the goblet. They use a magic potion to make their beards grow to look older. But the potion does not work well. They still look young, just with big beards. Dumbledore laughs and tells them to go away. On the night of the selection, everyone is in the Great Hall. The goblet's fire turns red. It spits out the first name, the champion for Durmstrang, Victor Krum. Everyone claps. Krum goes to a special room. The goblet spits out the second name, the champion for Beauxbatons, Fleur Delacour. A very beautiful girl with long silvery hair stands up and walks out. The goblet spits out the third name, the champion for Hogwarts, Cedric Diggory. A tall, handsome boy from Hufflepuff House jumps up. His friends cheer for him loudly. Dumbledore is happy. Excellent! We have our 3 champions! But the goblet's fire is not finished. It turns red again. It spits out one more piece of paper. Dumbledore catches it. He looks at the name. His face changes. He looks confused and then very serious. He says the name slowly. Harry Potter. The hall is completely silent. Then everyone starts talking at once. Harry Potter? But he's only 14. How did he do it? Dumbledore says again, Harry Potter, please come here. Harry feels cold. He did not put his name in the goblet. He does not want to be in the tournament. It is for older students. It is dangerous. He walks to the front of the hall. All the eyes are on him. He hears angry whispers. He goes into the special room with the other champions. Cedric looks confused. Fleur looks proud and angry. Krum looks dark and unfriendly. The head teachers come in. Madame Maxime and Professor Karkaroff are very angry. This is a joke, says Karkaroff. He is a child. He cannot compete. Madame Maxime says, Hogwarts has 2 champions. This is not fair, Harry wants to shout. I didn't do it. But the words do not come out. Professor Moody comes into the room. His magical eye looks at Harry. He didn't do it, Moody says in his rough voice. Someone put his name in the goblet to make him compete. Someone who wants to see him dead. Once your name comes out of the goblet, you must compete. It's a magical contract. You cannot break it. Harry's heart feels heavy. He must compete in the Triwizard Tournament. 3 very dangerous tasks. And someone, somewhere, wants to use this tournament to kill him. Part 4. The First Task and a Dragon. After his name came from the goblet, things become very bad for Harry. Many students at Hogwarts are angry with him. They think he cheated. They want the fame for himself. They wear badges that say Potter stinks in big letters. Even students from his own house, Gryffindor, are not all friendly. Ron is the worst. He is very, very angry. He does not talk to Harry. He does not sit with him. He believes Harry put his name in the goblet and did not tell him. "You could have helped me do it too," Ron shouts one day. Then he walks away. Harry feels alone. Only Hermione believes him. She stays with Harry. She helps him with his homework and talks to him. But it is not the same without Ron. The first task is coming soon, but the champions do not know what it is. Harry is scared. He does not know how to prepare. One day he meets Cedric Diggory. Cedric is a good person. He sees that Harry is worried. Cedric gives him a clue. The first task, you need to think about how to get past a big animal. You need to use your strongest skill. Just be ready on the day. Harry does not understand the clue, but he thanks Cedric. A few days before the task, Professor Moody finds Harry. He takes him to his office. "Listen, Potter," Moody says. His magical eye spins. "Someone put your name in that goblet. They want you in this tournament. They want you to fail, or worse. You must be very, very careful. And you must win. To win, you need to use what you are best at." "What are you best at?" Harry thinks. "Flying," he says. "I'm good at flying on a broom." "Good," says Moody. "Remember that." The night before the task, Hagrid sends a secret note to Harry. It says, "Come to my hut tonight. Bring your invisibility cloak." Very important. That night, Harry puts on his invisibility cloak. No one can see him. He walks to Hagrid's hut. Hagrid is outside, waiting. "Over here, Harry," he whispers. Madame Maxime, the Beauxbatons headmistress, is with him. Hagrid takes them to the edge of the Forbidden Forest. There, they see 4 huge dragons. Each dragon has a handler. The dragons are tied with big chains, but they look very angry. They breathe fire. Near each dragon, there is a nest of eggs. Among the normal eggs, there is one golden egg. "See?" Hagrid says to Harry, smiling. "That's the first task. You gotta get the golden egg." Harry understands now. The big animal is a dragon. He needs to get past the dragon and take the golden egg. He is very, very scared. The next day, it is time for the first task. All the students are in a big stadium. The champions stand in a tent. They look pale and nervous. A man from the ministry puts a bag in front of them. They must each put a hand in the bag and take out a small model of a dragon. This will tell them which dragon they will face. Fleur takes a Welsh green dragon. Cedric takes a Swedish short snout. Crumb takes a Chinese fireball. Harry puts his hand in last. He takes out the Hungarian horntail. It is the most dangerous dragon. Harry must go last. He listens to the crowd. He hears screams and fire. He is shaking. Then it is his turn. He walks into the stadium. The Hungarian horntail is there. It is huge, with black scales and a spiky tail. It sees Harry and roars. Fire comes from its mouth. Harry remembers Moody's words. "Use what you are best at." He raises his wand to the sky. He shouts, "Accio Firebolt!" This is a spell to call his broom. He waits. For a second, nothing happens. Then he sees a small dot in the sky. The dot comes closer very fast. The dragon tries to hit him with its tail and its fire. Harry flies fast, up and down and around. The crowd is screaming. He tries to get close to the eggs. The dragon is very protective of its eggs. It always stays near them. Harry has an idea. He flies high, then dives very fast towards the ground. The dragon follows him. At the last second, Harry flies up again. The dragon cannot stop. It crashes into the ground. For a moment, it is confused. Harry sees his chance. He flies straight to the nest. He takes the golden egg. He holds it tight. He flies up and away from the dragon. The crowd is very loud. They are clapping and shouting his name. Harry lands on the ground. His legs feel weak, but he is happy. He did it. He is alive. The judges give points. Harry gets good points. He is tied for first place with Victor Crumb. After the task, Ron runs to him. Ron's face is red. "Harry," he says, "that was amazing. And I'm sorry. I was stupid. I should have believed you." Harry smiles. His best friend is back. Harry is safe for now. He has the golden egg, but the egg just screams when he opens it. He does not know what it means. The second task is in 3 months. He must solve the egg's secret. Part 5. The Egg's Secret and the Yule Ball. After the first task, things are better for Harry. Ron is his friend again. People are not wearing the Potter Stinks badges anymore. They saw he was brave, but Harry still has a big problem: the golden egg. The egg is his clue for the second task. But when he opens it, it makes a terrible sound. It is a loud, screaming noise. It hurts his ears. He does not understand what it means. He tries many times in his dormitory and in empty classrooms, but it is always the same noise. One day, Cedric Diggory finds him. Cedric is a good person. He wants to be fair. He says to Harry, "You helped me with the dragons. I want to help you. Take your egg and put it in water, hot water. Then open it underwater. That is my clue for you." Harry thanks him. It is a good clue. But Harry does not have a bath he can use. The prefects have a special bathroom. Harry is not a prefect. Then one night, he remembers something. Dobby the house elf can help him. Dobby is very happy to help Harry Potter. Dobby tells Harry about the prefect's bathroom. It is on the 5th floor. The password is Pine Fresh. Harry goes there late at night. The bathroom is huge. It looks like a swimming pool. There are many taps that give different types of bubble bath. In the middle, there is a big golden bath. Harry fills the bath with hot water and bubbles. He takes his golden egg. He gets into the water. He opens the egg underwater. This time, it does not scream. He hears a beautiful song. It is sung by many voices. The song says, "Come find us where our voices sound. We cannot sing above the ground. And while you're searching, ponder this. We've taken what you'll sorely miss. An hour long you'll have to look, and to recover what we took. But past an hour, the prospect's black. Too late. It's gone. It won't come back." Harry understands now. The second task is in the lake. He must go into the lake and find something the merpeople took. He must do this in 1 hour. What did they take? What you'll sorely miss. What does he miss the most? He thinks about his parents, but they are dead. He thinks about his friends, maybe Ron or Hermione? He is not sure. Soon another big thing is coming, the Yule Ball. This is a big formal dance at Christmas. It is for the 4th year students and older. But the champions and their partners must open the dance. This is a big problem for Harry. He must find a girl to go with him. He wants to ask Cho Chang. She is a very pretty girl who plays Seeker for Ravenclaw. He likes her. He feels nervous. He tries to find her alone. Finally, he sees her in the courtyard. He walks to her. His face is hot. Cho? Hello, he says. Hello, Harry, she says. She smiles. The Yule Ball. I was thinking, would you like to go with me? Harry asks. Cho's face becomes sad. Oh, Harry, I'm sorry. I've already said yes to someone else. Oh, says Harry. He feels stupid. Okay, no problem. She's going with Cedric Diggory. Harry feels worse. In the end, Parvati Patil agrees to go with Harry. Her friend Padma will go with Ron. Hermione is asked by someone else, Victor Krum. Ron is very, very angry about this. Why is she going with him? He shouts. He is jealous. The night of the Yule Ball comes. Harry and Ron wear dress robes. Ron's robes are very old and look like a dress. He is not happy. They meet Parvati and Padma. The girls look very nice. The Great Hall is beautiful. It is full of ice and fairy lights. The champions and their partners must dance first. Harry is not a good dancer. He steps on Parvati's feet. He is happy when the dance is over. He sees Hermione. She looks different. Her hair is not bushy. It is smooth and shiny. She wears a beautiful blue dress. She looks like a princess. Victor Krum is with her. He looks proud. Ron sees her too. He is angry and says mean things. She looks different, but she's still, Hermione, he says. Hermione hears him. She is very hurt. She runs away, crying. Harry and Ron have a bad time at the ball. They sit at a table and do not talk to anyone. Parvati and Padma dance with other boys. Harry sees Cho and Cedric. They look happy together. It makes his stomach feel funny. At the end of the night, Harry and Ron go back to Gryffindor Tower. They are quiet. They are both thinking about the girls. Harry thinks about Cho. Ron thinks about Hermione. They are also thinking about the second task. It is only 1 month away. Harry knows he must go into the cold lake. He must find what he will sorely miss, and he must do it in 1 hour. Part 6. The second task and the lake. After the Yule Ball, things are not good between Ron and Hermione. Ron tries to say sorry, but Hermione is still very angry. She does not talk to him. She only talks to Harry. This makes Ron angry again. The three friends are not happy together. Harry is worried about the second task. It is in 1 month. He knows he must go into the lake. But how can he breathe underwater for 1 hour? He reads many books in the library. He looks for a spell or a potion to help him, but he cannot find anything good. One day, Professor Moody sees Harry in the library. He asks, "Any luck with the egg, Potter?" Harry tells him he knows about the lake, but not how to breathe underwater. Moody's magical eye spins. Think, Potter. What is all around you? Every teacher at this school wants to help you. Then he walks away. Harry is confused. What does that mean? He thinks about the teachers. Then he remembers. Professor Snape's class. Potions! Maybe there is a potion for breathing underwater. The next day, he has potions class. Snape is mean as always, but Harry is brave. After class, he asks, "Professor, is there a potion to let a person breathe underwater?" Snape looks at him with cold eyes. A simple question for a simple mind. Yes, it is called gillyweed, but it is very rare. Now, get out of my sight. Harry now knows the name, gillyweed, but where can he find it? He goes to the library again. He reads that gillyweed is a plant. It looks like slimy green weeds. When you eat it, you grow gills on your neck. You can breathe underwater. Your hands and feet also become webbed, so you can swim fast. The effect lasts for about 1 hour. Perfect. But the book says it only grows in the Mediterranean Sea. Harry cannot go there. He feels hopeless. The task is in 2 weeks. Then, one night, Dobby the house elf comes to his dormitory. Dobby is very excited. Harry Potter, sir. Dobby has been watching you. Dobby knows you have a problem with the water. Harry sits up in bed. Yes, Dobby, I need gillyweed. Do you know where I can find it? Dobby's big eyes get bigger. Dobby does not know about gillyweed, sir. But Dobby will find out. Dobby will help Harry Potter. And he disappears with a pop. The night before the second task, Harry still has no gillyweed. He is very worried. He cannot sleep. Early in the morning, just before the task, Dobby appears again. He is holding something slimy and green. Harry Potter, sir, Dobby got it. Dobby stole it from Professor Snape's private store. It is gillyweed. Harry is so happy. He thanks Dobby many times. He puts on his swimming shorts under his robes. He takes the gillyweed and goes down to the lake. The lake is very big and very cold. There is a large crowd around it. The other champions are there. They all look ready. Cedric has used a bubblehead charm. His head is inside a big bubble of air. Fleur is using a spell too. Victor Crumb has partly transfigured himself. He has a shark's head. Harry feels silly with just his green weeds. Bagman blows a whistle. It is time. Harry quickly eats the gillyweed. It tastes terrible, like fishy slime. For a moment, nothing happens. Then he feels a terrible pain in his neck. He cannot breathe. He falls into the cold water. Suddenly, he feels slits opening on the sides of his neck. Gills. He can breathe the water. He looks at his hands and feet. They are webbed. He can swim very fast. The lake is dark and quiet. He swims deeper. He sees strange plants and fish. Then, he sees the merpeople village. They have gray skin, green hair, and yellow eyes. They hold spears and watch him. They do not look friendly. In the middle of the village, 4 people are tied to a big statue. They are sleeping. He sees Ron, Hermione, Cho Chang, and a little girl with silvery hair. She looks like Fleur. They cannot move. Bubbles come from their mouths. Harry understands now. These are the people the champions will sorely miss. He must save Ron. He swims to Ron. He tries to untie the ropes, but they are strong. The merpeople watch, but do not help. He looks around. Cedric arrives. He saves Cho and swims up. Victor Crumb arrives. He saves Hermione and swims up. Fleur does not come. Harry waits. The hour is almost over. He cannot leave the little girl. She is so small. He takes a sharp stone from the lake floor. He cuts Ron's ropes. Then he cuts the little girl's ropes too. He holds Ron with one arm and the little girl with the other. He swims up as fast as he can. His gills start to hurt. The gillyweed is stopping. He reaches the surface. He can breathe air again. The crowd is cheering. He gives Ron and the little girl to Madame Pomfrey. Ron wakes up and says, "You saved me. That was so cold." He's okay. Fleur is crying. She runs to her little sister. "You saved her. You saved her," she says to Harry. She kisses him on both cheeks. Harry's face turns red. The judges give points. Harry is last to return because he waited. But they give him extra points for moral fiber because he saved the little girl too. He is now in second place, close to Cedric. Hermione is angry with Victor Crumb for a different reason. He used a dangerous spell to become part shark. It was not safe, but she is okay. Ron sees Hermione is safe and feels better. The second task is over. Harry is safe. But the last task is coming. It will be the most dangerous one. Art 7. The third task and the maze. After the lake, the champions have a few months before the last task. But things are not quiet at Hogwarts. Rita Skeeter, the newspaper reporter, is writing more bad stories. She writes that Hermione is making Harry and Victor Crumb fall in love with her with a love potion. Hermione is very angry. She knows this is not true. One day Hermione has an idea. She sees a beetle on the window. It is a very pretty blue beetle. Hermione catches it in a small jar. Harry and Ron are confused. "Why are you catching a bug?" Ron asks. Hermione smiles. "This is not a normal bug," she says. "This is Rita Skeeter. She is an unregistered animagus. She can turn into a beetle. This is how she listens to private conversations." She shows them the jar. The beetle is trying to get out. Hermione says to the beetle, "If you write one more bad story, I will tell the ministry about you. You will be in big trouble." The beetle stops moving. It understands. Now Rita Skeeter stops writing bad stories. Soon it is time for the third task. Professor Dumbledore tells the champions what it is. "You will go into a big maze," he says. The maze is on the Quidditch field. The walls are very high. Inside, there are many dangers. Spells, creatures, puzzles. Your job is to find the Triwizard Cup in the center of the maze. The first person to touch the cup wins. Harry feels nervous. He does not like small, dark places. On the day of the task, the Quidditch field looks very different. It is full of tall green hedges. The paths are dark. The crowd sits in high stands around the maze. It is night. The stars are out. The four champions stand at the entrance. Ludo Bagman explains the rules. If you are in trouble, send red sparks into the air. We will come and get you. Good luck. A whistle blows. Harry runs into the maze. Inside, it is very dark and quiet. The hedge walls are much taller than he is. He cannot see anything above them. He hears things moving in the dark. He holds his wand tight. "Lumos," he whispers. The tip of his wand lights up. He walks for a while. Then the path in front of him disappears. A thick fog covers it. He cannot see. He uses a spell to clear the air. Ventus, a wind comes from his wand and pushes the fog away. He walks more. Suddenly, the ground moves. Giant vines come from the earth. They try to grab his legs. He remembers a spell from herbology class. "Incendio," he shouts. Fire comes from his wand and burns the vines. They move away. He runs fast. He hears a scream. It is Fleur. Red sparks go into the sky above the maze. She is out of the task. Harry continues. He sees something big and shiny. It is a blast-ended Scroot. a very dangerous creature Hagrid made. It is like a giant, shellless lobster with fire at its back. It shoots fire at him. Harry jumps to the side. "Stupefy," he shouts. The spell hits the Scroot, and it falls over, asleep. Then he hears voices. He sees Victor Crumb. Crumb looks strange. His eyes are not clear. He is walking towards Cedric Diggory. Cedric is fighting a big, spider-like creature called an acromantula. Crumb points his wand at Cedric. He is not helping Cedric. He wants to hurt him. "Crumb, no!" Harry shouts, but Crumb says a bad spell. Crucio. It is the Cruciatus Curse, a spell that causes great pain. Cedric falls to the ground. Screaming, Harry is shocked. He points his wand at Crumb. "Stupefy," he shouts. The spell hits Crumb. Crumb falls down and does not move. Harry runs to Cedric. "Are you okay?" he asks. Cedric is in pain, but he can stand. "Thank you, Harry," he says. He wasn't himself. His eyes looked wrong. They hear more red sparks. Crumb is out of the task. Now only Harry and Cedric are in the maze. They are both from Hogwarts. They decide to help each other. They walk together. They face more dangers. A golden mist that makes you see things that are not real. They close their eyes and walk through it. They see a sphinx, a creature with the body of a lion and the head of a woman. She gives them a riddle to solve. They solve it together, and she lets them pass. Finally, they see it. In a clearing, on a pedestal, is the Triwizard Cup. It shines with a blue light. They run to it. They stop in front of the cup. They are both breathing hard. They look at each other. "You should take it," Cedric says. "You saved me from Crumb." "No," Harry says. "You were here first. We'll take it together." Cedric smiles. He is a good person. "Okay," he says. Together, they each put a hand on one of the cup's handles. 3, 2, 1. They grab the cup. Suddenly, Harry feels a strong pull behind his stomach. The cup is a portkey. It is pulling them away from the maze. The world spins. They are flying through color and wind. They are going somewhere, but it's not back to the field. Harry knows something is very wrong. This was a trap, and they have walked right into it. Part 8. The Graveyard and the Dark Lord's Return. The portkey stops pulling. Harry and Cedric fall hard onto cold, wet ground. The world stops spinning. It is very dark. The air is cold and smells of earth. They are not at Hogwarts. They are in a dark, old graveyard. They can see old, broken headstones and big, dark trees. In the distance, there is a small church. There is a big, black house on a hill. Everything is quiet. Too quiet. "Where are we?" Cedric whispers. He picks up the Triwizard Cup next to him. "Is this part of the task?" "I don't think so," Harry says. His scar is starting to hurt. A sharp, hot pain. "My scar is hurting. Voldemort is here." They hear a soft sound. A voice, cold and high, comes from the shadows. "Kill the spare." A man steps out from behind a big headstone. He is small and thin. He has little hair and looks like a rat. It is Wormtail. In his arms, he is holding something small and wrapped in a blanket. It looks like a deformed baby, but it has bright red eyes. Wormtail points his wand at Cedric. His hand is shaking. Avada Kedavra, he cries. A flash of green light hits Cedric in the chest. His eyes go wide with surprise. Then he falls to the ground. He is dead. Harry screams. He cannot move. He sees Cedric's body on the grass. He is gone. Wormtail now turns to Harry. He uses his wand, and ropes come out of thin air. They tie Harry tightly to a big headstone. The stone says, Tom Riddle. Harry cannot move his arms or legs. Wormtail puts the small, ugly thing into a big stone cauldron at the foot of the grave. The cauldron is full of a clear liquid. He starts to speak in that cold, high voice. It is coming from the thing in the cauldron. It is Voldemort. Bone of the Father, unwillingly given. Wormtail takes a bone from the grave at their feet. He puts it into the cauldron. The liquid hisses and turns blue. Flesh of the servant, willingly sacrificed. Wormtail pulls out a silver knife. He cuts off his own right hand. He cries in pain and throws his hand into the cauldron. The liquid turns red. Blood of the enemy, forcibly taken. Wormtail comes to Harry. The liquid turns red. Blood of the enemy, forcibly taken. Wormtail comes to Harry. He cuts Harry's arm with the knife. Harry cries out in pain. Wormtail takes some of Harry's blood in a small bottle. The liquid is gone. A tall, thin figure rises from the cauldron. It is a man. He has pale skin, no hair, red eyes, and slits for nostrils. He wears long black robes. He steps out onto the grass. Lord Voldemort is back. He has a body again. He looks at his long, white hands. He smiles a terrible smile. He asks Wormtail for his wand. Wormtail gives it to him, bowing low. Voldemort touches the snake on his arm. A huge, giant snake slithers out of the shadows. Its name is Nagini. Voldemort speaks to it in a strange, hissing language. Harry can understand it. He is a Parselmouth. Then Voldemort points his wand at the sky. A green light shoots up. It becomes the Dark Mark, the skull with a snake high above them. One by one, dark figures appear around the graveyard. They are apparating. They wear black robes and silver masks. They are the Death Eaters, Voldemort's followers. They kneel before him. Voldemort is angry with them. He tells them he has been alone for 13 years. He says they left him. He punishes one man, Avery, with the Cruciatus Curse, a spell that causes terrible pain. Then he turns to Harry, who is still tied to the grave. You see, Harry, he says, they all came back when I called. They are afraid. But you stand in my way, again and again. Tonight, that ends. He frees Harry from the ropes. We will duel, Harry, he says. We will see who is the better wizard. Bow to me. Harry does not bow. He stands straight. Bow to death, Harry, Voldemort whispers. Pain hits Harry's head. It is the Cruciatus Curse. Harry falls to the ground, screaming. The pain is everywhere. It stops. Bow, Voldemort says again. This time, Harry bows a little. It is enough. Now we duel, Voldemort says. He smiles. Avada Kedavra, Harry shouts. Expelliarmus. A golden light connects their two wands. It is a thick, bright beam of light between them. Harry's wand feels hot in his hand. He holds on tight. Voldemort looks surprised, then angry. He cannot break the connection. Slowly, the golden light pulls something from Voldemort's wand. It is not smoke, it is people. Ghost-like figures come out of the tip of Voldemort's wand. They are the people Voldemort killed. Harry sees an old man, Frank Bryce, a muggle man, a witch, and then a woman with long hair and kind eyes, Lily Potter, and a man with glasses and messy hair, James Potter. His parents. They are not really there. They are echoes, but they smile at Harry. They talk to him. "Hold on, Harry," his father's ghost says. "When the connection breaks, run to the port key," his mother's ghost says. The ghost of Cedric Diggory also comes out. "Take my body back to my father, Harry," he says. The ghosts of his parents start to move around Voldemort. They confuse him. They block his sight. Harry sees his chance. He breaks the golden connection. He runs as fast as he can. He runs past the Death Eaters, who are confused by the ghosts. He runs to Cedric's body. He grabs Cedric's arm. With his other hand, he grabs the Triwizard Cup, which is on the ground. The port key works again. The hook behind his stomach pulls him. He holds tight to Cedric. The graveyard spins away. He is going back, but he is bringing back the body of his friend. And he is bringing back the terrible news. Voldemort is back. Part 9. The False Moody and the Truth. Harry lands hard on the grass. He is back on the Quidditch field. The bright lights and loud cheers hit him. People are clapping and screaming. They think the show is over. Harry is on the ground. He is holding the Triwizard Cup in one hand. His other hand is holding Cedric's wrist. Cedric's body is next to him. Cedric's eyes are open, but they see nothing. The music stops. The cheers turn into screams. Someone shouts, "He's dead." Harry lets go of the cup. He cannot move. He sees Cedric's father, Amos Diggory, running from the crowd. Amos falls to his knees next to his son. He cries, "My boy, my boy." It is a terrible sound. Professor Dumbledore runs to Harry. He pulls Harry up. He looks into Harry's eyes. "Harry, what happened?" he asks, his voice serious. "He's back," Harry whispers. His voice is shaky. "Voldemort is back. He killed Cedric." People hear the name. They are scared. They whisper, "He said, you know who." Dumbledore turns to the crowd. His face is white. "Silence," he says. His voice is loud and clear. He looks at Professor McGonagall. "Minerva, take Harry to my office. Now. Hagrid, please, take care of Cedric." Professor McGonagall puts an arm around Harry. She leads him away from the field. Harry's legs feel weak. He hears crying. He sees Cho Chang, her face wet with tears. He feels sick. They go into the castle. They are walking to Dumbledore's office. Suddenly, Professor Moody comes out of a dark hallway. His magical eye is fixed on Harry. "Ah, there you are, Potter," Moody says. His voice is rough. "Dumbledore wants to see you. I take him, Minerva." Professor McGonagall looks unsure, but Moody is a teacher. "Very well," she says. She leaves. Moody takes Harry to his own office, not Dumbledore's. He pushes Harry into a chair. He closes the door. He starts asking questions very fast. "What happened in the graveyard? Tell me everything. Did he touch you? Did he say anything?" Harry's tired and sad. He tells the story again. Moody listens. He drinks from his hip flask. He seems very interested. Then Moody's face changes. He looks excited. He used your blood in the potion? Are you sure? Yes, Harry says. He feels something is wrong. Moody smiles. It is not a nice smile. That was his mistake, he says. Your blood in his veins. It ties you to life. A protection he doesn't understand. Harry is confused. Why is Moody talking like this? Suddenly, the door opens. Professor Dumbledore, Professor Snape, and Professor McGonagall walk in. They look very angry. Moody, Dumbledore says quietly. Step away from Harry. Moody looks surprised. Albus, I was just questioning the boy. We know, Snape says. His voice is like ice. He holds up a small silver flask. Polyjuice potion. You've been drinking it all year to keep up the disguise. Dumbledore points his wand at Moody. Who are you? Moody laughs, but it sounds nervous. He reaches for his wand. But Snape is faster. Expelliarmus, Moody's wand flies across the room. Stupefy, McGonagall shouts. A red light hits Moody. He falls into his chair. Dumbledore walks to Moody's desk. He opens a big magical trunk. There are 7 locks on it. Dumbledore opens them all with his wand. Inside the trunk, there is a man. He is very thin. He has real, mad-looking eyes, and chunks of his hair are missing. He is tied up and seems asleep. This is the real Mad-Eye Moody. Bring me the truth potion, Severus, Dumbledore says. Snape leaves and comes back with a small bottle. They pour the potion into the false Moody's mouth. Then they wake him up. The false Moody's face starts to change. His body changes. The wooden leg comes off. The magical eye falls out. The man becomes younger. He has straw-colored hair and pale skin. He looks scared. Who are you? Dumbledore asks. The potion makes him tell the truth. My name is Barty Crouch, Jr., the man says. Harry remembers. Barty Crouch was the important man from the Ministry at the World Cup. This is his son? But his son was a Death Eater. He died in Azkaban prison. Barty Crouch Jr. tells his story. He did not die. His father, Mr. Crouch, loved him too much. When his mother was dying in Azkaban, she took his place. She drank Polyjuice potion to look like him. She died in the prison as him. Barty Crouch Jr. went home, a free man. But his father kept him hidden under the Imperious Curse, a spell that controls a person, at home for many years. The house elf, Winky, took care of him. Then, last summer, he escaped. He went to find his master, Voldemort. He helped Wormtail nurse Voldemort back to health. They made a plan. He would take the place of Mad-Eye Moody. He attacked the real Moody and put him in the trunk. He used Polyjuice potion every hour to look like him. All year, Barty Crouch Jr. says, his eyes shining. All year, I guided Harry Potter. I made sure he won. I put his name in the Goblet of Fire. I made the cup a portkey. It was to take him to the graveyard and bring him back dead. A great mystery, but the boy came back alive. He looks at Harry with hatred. The master will be angry. I failed. Dumbledore looks very old and very tired. You did not fail, Barty. You brought Voldemort back. That was your job, and you did it. Just then, the door opens again. The Minister for Magic, Cornelius Fudge, comes in with other people. He sees the scene. He is confused. Dumbledore tells him everything. He tells him about Voldemort. He tells him about Barty Crouch Jr., but Minister Fudge does not believe it. He thinks Dumbledore is crazy. He thinks Harry is confused. He thinks Barty Crouch Jr. is a madman. Take him to the Dementors, Fudge says to a helper. He needs the kiss. No, Dumbledore shouts. We need his story. He is proof. But it is too late. A Dementor, a dark, hooded creature that sucks out happiness and souls, glides into the room. It goes straight to Barty Crouch Jr. It lowers its hood. There is no face, just a dark hole. It puts its mouth on Barty's mouth and sucks. Barty Crouch Jr.'s eyes go blank. He falls back. He is alive, but empty. His soul is gone. He cannot talk anymore. He cannot be proof. The truth is trapped inside a soulless body, and the minister chooses not to believe. Voldemort is back, but the government does not want to know. The hardest fight, Harry understands, will be making people believe the truth. Part 10, Goodbye and a New War. The night after the third task is long and sad. Harry is in the hospital wing. Madame Pomfrey gives him a potion for sleep, but he cannot sleep. He sees Cedric's empty eyes every time he closes his own. In the morning, his friends come. Ron and Hermione sit by his bed. They do not say much. They just sit with him. It helps. Later, Professor Dumbledore comes. He looks very tired. He tells Harry that Cedric's body is with his parents now. He tells Harry that he must tell the truth about what happened. There is a funeral for Cedric soon, Dumbledore says. But first, I must speak to the school. That evening, everyone is in the Great Hall for the end-of-year feast. But it is not a happy feast. The hall is decorated in black, not house colors. Dumbledore stands up to speak. The hall is very quiet. Today, we remember a brave and kind young man, Dumbledore begins. Cedric Diggory. He talks about Cedric. He says he was a good friend, a hard worker, and a fair person. He says Cedric died because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. But his death was not a random accident. Cedric Diggory was murdered by Lord Voldemort. A wave of fear goes through the hall. People whisper. Some cry. The Ministry of Magic does not want me to tell you this, Dumbledore continues, his voice strong. But I must tell you the truth. Voldemort has returned. He has a body again. He has his followers again. Cedric Diggory is the first person to die in this new war. He will not be the last. He looks at all the students. Cedric's death is a pain we all feel. But it is also a warning. We must be ready. We must be united. The Dark Lord likes to divide us. He wants us to fight among ourselves. We must not let him. We must remember Cedric, and we must be brave like him. After the speech, the feast is quiet. No one feels like eating. The next day, it is time to go home on the Hogwarts Express. Harry, Ron, and Hermione find an empty compartment on the train. They sit together. Hermione says, Professor Barty Crouch, he was very clever. He did all this right under our noses. He watched me all year, Harry says. He feels cold. He helped me. He made me win, so Voldemort could kill me himself. But he didn't, Ron says firmly. You got away. You showed him. Harry thinks about the graveyard. He sees his mother's smile. He hears his father's voice. They helped him. I have something for you, Harry says to Ron and Hermione. He takes a heavy bag from his trunk. It is full of gold coins, the 1,000 galleon prize money from the tournament. I don't want it, Harry says, not after what happened to get it. but I know what to do with it. He gives the bag to Ron. For Fred and George, for their joke shop. Tell them to have fun with it, to make people laugh. We'll need laughter now. Ron's eyes are wide. He takes the bag. It is very heavy. They won't believe it. Thank you, Harry. The train arrives at King's Cross Station. They see families on the platform. Harry sees the Dursleys. They look bored. He must go with them for the summer. He also sees Sirius Black. Sirius is in his dog form, hiding near a wall. He looks at Harry with his dog eyes. He is there. He is watching. He will protect Harry from far away. Write to me every week, Hermione says, hugging Harry. Use Hedwig, and we'll write back with Errol or Pig, Ron says, hitting Harry on the back. Harry nods. He feels alone, but also not alone. He walks to the Dursleys. Uncle Vernon says, "Hurry up, boy. We haven't got all day." Harry looks back one more time. He sees his friends. He sees the magical platform. He thinks of Cedric. He thinks of his parents. He knows a difficult time is coming. A war is starting. He lost a friend. But he is not a child anymore. He has a job to do. He must fight, and he must help others fight too. He gets into the Dursleys' car. He looks out the window. The world looks normal, but he knows it is not. He holds his wand inside his pocket. It makes him feel safe.